Hello, Weekday Warriors. My name is Patrick, and this is my honest review of the Yonex Ezone 98 2025 version. For this Ezone, this is a 98 square inches, 16 by 19 string pattern, 305 grams unstrung, and it has a variable beam, which means this part is 23.8, this part is much thicker, 24.5, and this part on the throat is 19.5. Now, why did I mention it? It is because of the feel that I get when I play during the court. This is one of the things that I like about the Yonex Ezone 98 is the rounded thin throat. For a one-handed backhand, it's easier for me to switch between grips or forehand grip or backhand grip, or when I am on the net, it is much easier for me to feel the racket when I do my volleys. It is contrary to other one-handed backhand players because they like the feel of the box beam from the Blade 98 or the Pro Staff 97. This is the V8, this is the V14. They like the feel of the box beam when they hold the throat or when they change grips. But for me, I like the rounded throat of this Yonex Ezone 98. It is the same as the Pure Aero 98. It has a rounded edge as well. It's not as thin as the Yonex Ezone 98, but this feels amazing because of the glossy finish that it has compared to the matte finish of the Yonex Ezone 98. The first category is power. Ezones are Yonex's power line of rackets, and this Ezone 98 offers a great blend of power and control on all areas of the court, be it the serves or the ground strokes. This racket offers easy depth and also good power potential for a 98 square inch racket. In this category of power, I rate it as 8/10. The next category is spin. Even though this is not a spin-oriented frame, it offers a ton of spin, especially on my forehand and my kick serves. It is very surprising to me when I do my kick serves. It goes at least around the neckline or the headline, and I'm not even a pro. So this offers a ton of spin. However, this offers a low launch angle, which I like for my game, so I can shape the ball however I want to without hitting out. And maneuverability is excellent, which means it is very maneuverable, which helps the player create tons of spin. So in this category, I would rate it as 8/10. On to the next category, which is control. Like I mentioned earlier, this offers a great balance of power and control due to its maneuverability and high spin potential, plus the lower launch angle, which means your balls are going in the court. However, what I noticed with this racket is it is a dampened or muted racket, but does not take away from the feel of the racket, especially with the drop volleys or drop shots. But when I try to put more pace or power to my shots, this is when I feel the disconnect. I cannot feel how heavy I hit the ball, and sometimes I lose directional control when it comes to this one. I have something in mind. It's like when I wanted to hit down the line, but whenever I try to, I couldn't feel where the ball is on the string bed. So instead of going straight, my ball is slightly going to one side or the other. That's why I need to be very cognizant when I'm using this racket. So in this category of control, I rate this as 8/10. The next category is comfort. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a dampened or muted racket, which I don't mind because it translates to better comfort when it comes to using this racket. I have hit with the previous 2022 version of this racket. After playing around 3 hours each time, I feel a slight discomfort on my shoulder. That is why I did not use it for a long time. And comparison to this racket, I didn't feel any pain when I play with this racket. I've played with this racket for around 3 to 4 months now, and I don't have any complaints in regards to comfort. It is not overly dampened. That is why I'd rather play with a slightly muted or dampened racket than play with the racket that gives me pain afterwards. So in this comfort category, I would rate this racket as 8 over 10. The last category is match ready playability. If you give me this racket an hour before a match, would I use this racket? My answer is yes, because of the great balance of power and control, the high spin potential, and maneuverability. This complements my game so well, and I would be willing to use this in any match. So after all these categories, who is this racket for? I would recommend this racket to an intermediate player around 3.5 and above. This is still a control-oriented frame, but it has tons of power potential as long as you know how to create your power yourself. Now this ends the review of this Yonex Ezone 98. I hope you enjoyed the review and see you in the next video. Bye.